Hello everybody, welcome back to LawWon Gaming. My name is Eric, and that phone call actually happened to take place, or occur, during a really good break time, so that's probably where I'm going to cut off the first episode. So welcome to the second episode of the British Empire. British Empire, #1 empire. Something like that. I don't know, whatever. Let's see. We were looking at our factories. Our equipment, it's picking up just fine. Our infantry equipment, that's going to help out a bit too. We do need more support equipment, but we also want to get started on our specialist divisions, because I do prefer to use those over the just regular infantry. I like the modifiers they give. They sacrifice a bit on defense, but they have higher breakthrough and organization, which I prefer to have, because then you can just put them along with like some armor or something later on, and it keeps the organization quite high. And I do like having high organization because that'll let them kind of speed through territories a bit more. Like kind of just go from one attack to another and all that fun jazz. So that is kind of going to be what our focus is. I also like the idea of, since we don't have a whole lot of people to draw our pool from, I do like to have highly trained specialist divisions as opposed to like the kind of massive, I don't know, levy en masse, or what the, just like, you can't just throw a bunch of people out like the Soviets, or China even. I don't know. Well, this is what we're going to do, so don't worry about it. We'll go ahead and start developing up our other areas, our Commonwealth ties, and all that fun stuff. All that nice, fun stuff. The biggest thing about going to the hard difficulty is the political power stuff, because that is super important for the start of the game. Because you get a lot done. And when you cut that down by 25%, you're basically getting 0.5 at the start, which is basically being France on normal. Because France has no political power to start with. It's really bad. Alright, let's get some more industry going, because we want to build them factories and get our people, our boys, nice and equipped. Nice equipped. Alright, so we had our guns all finished up. They'll be done soon enough. 2 months. Which means these next ones will be going towards support equipment. So that should probably go down pretty quickly. After that, we're going to want to focus on artillery. Because we are going to bring in quite a bit of artillery pieces to these templates. Because right now they have none. Not even support. And we definitely want to have those. Anywho, that's the plan. That is the idea. At the very least. Ooh. We can do stuff. But what should we do? Well, we can do the aircraft design, but we're not really focused on that. We could have faster construction, which we might do. Some tank design. Maybe even bump this up. And we don't have that. And we don't need that right now. I'd rather have some more design stuff. We don't really need that. It's between the war industrialists, the infantry equipment, the aircraft, and the tank. I don't think I'm going to do infantry equipment because just the 10% is not really that great. I do love having these things on the aircraft. They're so good. And then the tank one, you just kind of set it and forget it. I think... How are we at on tanks? Or tank research, rather. We do want the Vickers, the Matilda. Oh, they're good. They're good. I don't really care about having this one with the bonuses, but the Matilda I would prefer to have some bonuses. I don't know. It's not a huge difference. We'll go with the tanks, though, because that's just gonna set it and forget it. Which is always fun. Otherwise, we sit and we play the waiting game. That's down, which is good. Yep. Yep. Just a few more factories and everything will be a big O, big K. We do want to get started on doing that too, though. I think when this one finishes... Hold on, we'll do it like this. Bring you up, knock you down one. That way when this finishes, we'll have this one going up quickly. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be just fine. 1 year off, because we are turning fascist, somewhat quickly. Somewhat quickly, sir. Somewhat quickly. See how fast we go fascist and what the world tension's like. Because we might be able to sneak in a quick war against the Netherlands, and taking them out really quick totally helps just have all this area. And basically, we would just be the rubber kings. We have plenty of rubber on our own. And tungsten, jeez. But it would basically, yeah, just make us the rubber kings. Which is fun, I guess. Dang, we had a lot of rubber. Ceylon, too. Well. Ooh, Iran, you got a lot of oil there. Not for long. Soon it will be British oil. British petroleum, in fact. Or something, I don't know. Alright, we're good on guns. That one's done. Now we start working on our infrastructure. And we got our Gurkhas. It's not quite 1938. Let's go ahead and get our support divisions started. Usually for the support divisions I like for my infantry stuff is going to be artillery, engineer, recon, field hospital, and logistics. I feel like that maintains as much manpower and supply as possible, as well as getting some pretty nice bonuses. Signal company, it's okay. It's not my favorite. I don't really use it that much, and I don't bother with researching it, for the most part, because it's not super critical to have. And the engineering company, I mean... If we have the extra research, I'll go ahead and do it for our armored divisions and all that stuff, but otherwise it's really not super important. I don't know, it might beat out the logistics for the armored, might not. I would have to actually check it, or, you know, care. But it's also another thing to research, and if we could research other stuff, that'd be fine too. Which we usually need to do anyway. Anywho. And then MP, you obviously only use that for the MP brigades, which we don't have any of. Bam. Alright, let's go ahead and get you. How many planes do we have? Because I feel like we have extra fighters. Ooh, we do. Poland seeks... Ah! So Poland started up its own new alliance system. And we'll go ahead and develop the Raj, because they're going to be with us for a while. Oh, the humanity! There's our Marines. And our tools. Alright. We'll go ahead and do logistics, and we will go ahead and get started on some extra research for our tanks. Which means we now have these things. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and change them up a bit. We got our artillery there. Let's go ahead and get our Gurkhas. Because that'll give us some nice bonuses in hills and mountains. But then our amphibious and swampy stuff's not so good. So we're going to want to have some Royal Marines. Yeah! Look at all those pluses. So we got some minus movement for rivers, but we have good amphibious assaults, or good amphibious modifiers. At least good enough. And maybe we want a little bit better, because we will be doing naval invasions with this. Can't... I did the wrong thing, perhaps. But you think you're artillery. Which is a problem as well. Hold on. Let's just go ahead and switch this to the Royal Marines. What happens if we do this? Come the Marines. What happens if we add in 2 pieces of artillery? You think you're artillery now. And if we add 1 more Marines, you think you're Marines then. What if we do it here? Aha. So this is just going to be kind of what Sprite it is, which is the only reason why I'm looking at it like that. Because if we make it General Infantry, then it stays like that. If we make it the Gurkhas, then apparently it stays like that as well. What the hell? Okay. And the only way to make it not that is to make it the Marines. What if we make you regular infantry? No. What if we make you Gurkhas? No. Well, Marines it seems like. Let's see. We want to keep it like this. Suppression's fine, but we're not going to care about that. Organization's at 54, soft attacks up to over 100, defense... I think we're okay with this. And this will have some pretty good amphibious stuff. Now the HP, so we're going to go ahead and save this. And that's just going to replace it. So, comparatively, this will have 227 HP, this only has 141. That is a significant difference. However, the organization will be higher, and the soft attacks nearly double, which is really good for the start. Defense is quite lower. Hard attacks, not a huge difference right now anyway. And the breakthrough for this is higher. So this is definitely a more offensively based unit, because the soft attack is a lot higher and all that stuff. It is a bit of a problem that we don't have really all that good HP. That will change as we add support divisions, and we also will be having a little bit more attack and all that stuff. Because the other thing is that this one already has the infantry, or the engineers. This one does not. Let's go ahead and change this to the rifle, and you will be the Royal Infantry Division. We'll go ahead and capitalize that D. Yeah, I prefer to use this layout kind of thing, because they will have higher organization as we research more of these. And the HP tends to not be a huge issue, because it really doesn't get destroyed unless it's already, like, kind of fucked anyway. So that'll be good. And I really prefer the higher organization and the higher breakthrough, because that'll just give me more attacks, basically. Yep! Let's see, what else? Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and... that's going to be our main unit template. So let's go ahead and get some people switched over. Let's start with people who are already kind of at regular, so we can keep the training going. Towed artillery, that's fine. We're actually going to be fine on the artillery then. Gain some support equipment. Towed artillery is going to be fine, just fine. Actually got some manpower back, which is neat. 155 days or so. What do we want to do now? Get some people? Nah. Chip designer, we don't really need that yet. We're not going to be bothering with that. Industrial. We'll be doing a lot of industrial tech, but we're not doing it right now. It's going to be more of a concern than the aircraft. So we'll do that first. The potato needs to train up. Come on, guys. What is your problem? No orders. You totally have orders. You dumbass. Let's get you guys switched over. And that's where we come behind on the artillery. 2 month shortage. About 3.5 month shortage. But that's fine, because we're not at war yet. And we have no manpower to make new things with anyway. Hooray! Question mark. ... Ellipsis. That's good speaking. Or something. Anywho. Don't have a whole lot to focus on right now. Just watching the numbers go up as we prepare for war. We do have the industrial tech, so let's go ahead and do that. And obviously we want to keep our guys in training or exercising for now. Just go ahead and switch these over. And let's do that this way. We want to keep these guys in training for now. Oh, he already went down. Well then, fuck it. So that we can keep building up our army experience. Get a little bit extra manpower back. That'll also help us deploy more ships. A little bit. Alright. Labrador is almost finished with its stuff. So we'll go ahead and pop that one up there too. There we go. And that'll be good. We'll have just about enough supply to carry out the invasion of Canada easily, swiftly, and successfully. Let's go ahead and develop Australia. This Spanish Civil War has been going on for quite a bit. Marco Polo Bridge. What did we get? Something... Oh, was it the submarines? Is the Wolfpack done? Wolfpack. Yep, it's done. So we have 2 free shipyards. We could put it on the battlecruiser or the convoys. Convoys we're okay with, but we're going to need more. Let's do 1 of each. And then when we make more, or when we get more, rather, we'll switch that over as well. Let's check it out. I think, yeah, we got our Royal Infantry down here. They're training up. How are we doing on supplies? Ooh, yeah, you're going to be a bit. We also want to keep going with the support equipment, though, because we're going to be swapping those into this template kind of as we get the experience. But it's looking good, boys. Keep up the good work. We trained for the war to end all wars. Which I know is sort of what we had before, but, you know, come on. For real this time. Or something. I don't know. Actually have manpower, too. That's amazing! Tanks, we're fine on. Keep on training, boys. And that's going to be our last green. He's almost done. Just a few more days. And... ta-da! No more green. Until we got this switched over. Alright. Shadow Scheme we can't do yet, because world tension is not building up. For reasons. We need to be at 50% for that. Because this is going and gets rid of the War to End All Wars modifier, which kind of cuts down our manpower. Our available manpower. But, you know... it's fine. in due time, the world shall know our might. Ooh. You can go ahead and add in the engineer company. Yeah, see, that raises the defense up considerably. Organization's down a little bit, but hey, I think that's pretty good. That defense goes to 200. So it's only a little bit less than that at that point. HP is still very different. But look at all those modifiers, man. I know it's only 2% or stuff, but look at it. It's plus 40% amphibious? That's great. That is just great. Let's go with small arms. Because we are going to be doing those soon, too. And it turns to 1938. Maybe doing this tank wasn't really worthwhile. Oh, it's okay. Field hospital. Good, good, good. Maybe we don't bother with that. Let's get excavation 2 done. Get some more resources or something. Not that we really need it, actually. So maybe we don't do that in the future. We might want it for steel at some point when we start going heavy on the tanks. But rubber, aluminum, pretty much everything other than steel and oil will be fine on for the most part. And right now it's really only the steel or the oil that we're not fine on. Yeah, Japan's got it started up. Let's see how it goes. In the games I've played, Japan's been successful, like, I'd say 2/3 of the time. The other 1/3, it just... oh, it does so bad. It does so bad. It's just China pushes its shit right back in, and it's amazing. Let's go ahead and get the Matilda started up. Get some nice tanks ready for the war. How are we doing on artillery? 480 days? Only 30 days on the support equipment. And then, when that gets finished off, we'll go ahead and start building the infrastructure in Newfoundland. Newfoundland! Not Newfoundland! 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 Liberty! France! Fuck you. And Labrador. There's our logistics company. And then on the tanks, that's 1941. We are not going to do that. We are in October of 1937. We're not going to bother with the paratroopers. Oh, yeah, we gotta do that too. Get our artillery upgraded. Look at all those rifles. Oh, it's beautiful. There's rice patty. The 99th Spaghetti. Very British. Very British indeed. I gotta change those up, but I'd prefer to have the artillery kind of available. Whereas right now, it's not really available. As you might be able to tell. Yeah, we only got 3 factories making it. We're getting there, though. We are getting there. Well, that's a nice one. 1939, though, we're fine. Let's go ahead and... yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Fine. A little bit ahead of time on that, but it's already November. Only traders or something, I don't know. Go England! Go Great Britain! And hopefully we turn fascist at just the right time. Because as soon as we turn fascist, all of these things we helped build are gonna go away. Whoosh! 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 Hello. Okay. That's the end of that one. Don't need to worry about that right now. Let's start going for our extra research slot. forget what this does. Conversion, which I don't really use. Whatever. And that's almost done. We got more factories going on our equipment. Under a year shortage. We'll be fine for 1939. And then we have another thing to add in at some point soon. The Recon Squad. Brings up the soft attack and the defense and the breakthrough, all that fun stuff. Organization suffers a little bit, but hey, that's fine. And our movement speed goes up by 10% through all this stuff. So that's going to be great. It only costs a little bit of manpower and some support equipment, which we're fine on.